Well, I come from a cinema background. I've always been interested in the process of filmmaking, and cinema has always been a big part of my life. So I decided what it would be like to be involved in it. A lot of people don't really know the role of an extra. It's true that there's a lot of waiting around. Um, from my experience, it was like being a substitute on a football team. You're just waiting for your moment to come. But yeah, it was really interesting for me because I love cinema. I love the process of filmmaking, and there's a lot of patience involved as well. You need to be a very patient person. And if you don't have any interest in films, I wouldn't recommend it. We met every day at 10 o'clock at base camp, and every second day we had to get the PCR, so no eating or drinking 30 minutes before that. Then after that you would have your breakfast, and on the first day I learned that food is really, really important for an extra, because you don't know when your next meal is going to be. It's all based on the director and their busy schedule. So we do that, then you have to get your costume and go to makeup. Then at 12 o'clock every day, myself and all of the other extras, there were 30 of us in total. We all went by bus to the set, which was about a 20-minute drive away from base camp in Tembleque. But it was all safe with masks and social distancing on board. We started each day usually at about 1 o'clock. Some days were earlier, some days were later. We usually worked until 8 o'clock in the evening. Some days, though, it was 7 o'clock. One day it was 9 o'clock. It differs. It depends on what the director has on his schedule that day and what he needs us for. How we do our scenes, we are not allowed to speak, so everything is mimicked. For example, I was in a scene with the director. He was very close to me and one of my co-workers, and we were just told that we were in a bar and just to talk amongst ourselves. So it was just gestures and mimicking. That's what you do. Even when there's food or a drink, you are just mimicking the actions to make it look as real as possible. Yeah, it was a great experience. This was a BBC Amazon production, and we weren't working directly with the main actors, but we could see them in the distance, and we shared a couple of scenes together. Emily Blunt is going to be, well, she stars in it. And just to tell you a little bit about the project, what I'm allowed to say is that it's set in the 1800s, the late 1800s, and it's set in the United States. It's the theme of Western. And it's not because I'm contracted that I can't say anything. It's literally, we don't know anything more. It's all very secretive. And we were some 20 minutes away from the centre of Tembleque, and like it's really, really dry, but we weren't allowed to take photographs on set, by the way. So I can't show you any pictures, but at times it was like looking at a painting. It was just really, really gorgeous landscapes. And I think that's why Castilla-La Mancha is really popular for international projects as well, because it's really, really stunning. Yeah, Westerns are becoming more popular again. They kind of died out for a while, but they're definitely getting popular again, and Castilla-La Mancha is definitely an important place for Westerns. Yeah, I'd do it again. I learned a lot of things while doing it. Even though I knew a lot about cinema before, I did learn about a lot of things. But I would do it again. Maybe if it was more interior shots, because it's not very pleasant being in Tembleque in the end of May, June. It was starting to get a little bit uncomfortable. But yeah, I definitely would do it again.